Unit 3, Awareness about Health. Reading A, India's Battle to Ban Chewing Tobacco.
India's battle to ban chewing tobacco. And in the last video, at the last point, we have seen that Madhya Pradesh in April 2012, Madhya Pradesh became the first Indian state to ban to Gutka, who said like this, Mr. Chaturvedi, and the state of Karnataka became the last Indian state to ban the manufacture and sale of gutka as illegal. And after that, the ban's effect on stopping Indians from chewing tobacco is limited. Fewer chewing tobacco and pan masala continues to be sold as two separate packets that users can mix for themselves before consuming, according to Mr. Chaturvedi. Now, the gutka is banned in different states and in union territories also, but Mr. Chaturvedi, who is a head and neck surgeon, he says that gutka is banned and ban's effect on stopping Indians from chewing tobacco is limited now. But still the pan masala and the tobacco is sold in two different packs, and the tobacco chewers, what they do, they buy the separate packets and they use it, mix it, and they eat it or they consume it. Who says like this? Doctor or Mr. Chaturvedi. But the ban has drawn widespread attention to the public health epidemic tobacco has caused, but anyway, the different state governments and union territory has banned the gutka. And when the gutka was banned, it had drawn attention of the public toward the health epidemic, and the people also knew about the dangerous effect of the tobacco until it was banned. Until it was banned, gutka was marketed. Before it was banned, gutka was marketed as a mouth freshener to target youth. Who says like this? Mr. Chaturvedi. What he said, that until it was banned, gutka was sold in the market and it was targeted to the youth as a mouth freshener. In the western Indian state of Maharashtra, in the Indian state of Maharashtra, which is in western direction of India, the ban on gutka has been more effectively than in other states. Now, what Dr. Chaturvedi or Mr. Chaturvedi, he says that in the western state of Maharashtra, the ban of gutka has been more effectively than other state. Why? Because the manufacture and the sale of pan masala has been prohibited since July 2012. See, western Indian state of Maharashtra is has been more successful or more effective than other state because the manufacture and sale of pan masala is prohibited since July 2012. In Maharashtra, manufacture unit of gutka and pan masala have been closed. In the manufacturing factories, you can say, or the companies are closed, and the state government, or let's say Maharashtra government, has seized means taken over or to take hold of something. So the state government of Maharashtra has seized 16 crore rupees. How much? 16 crore rupees in dollar, we can say 2.9 million. Okay, how much? 2.9 million dollar. But if we see in Indian currency, then 16 crore rupees were seized by Indian government, and that much pan masala and gutka was seized, and that was worth of tobacco products more than all others state combined. 16 crore rupees was seized, or let's say, you know the gutka and pan masala that was seized, that was worth of 16 crore rupees, 2.9 million dollar. Okay, and it was more than the other states combined. Only in Maharashtra that much amount of pan masala and gutka was seized, and as compared to other Indian state. Who said like this? Mahesh Jagde. Okay, who is Mahesh Jagde? He is commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration in Maharashtra. So Mahesh Jagde, he is the commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration in Maharashtra. Move on. There are no figure for the decrease in consumption yet, but the general perception is that consumption of gutka and pan masala has significantly decreased, he said. Mahesh Jagre, he said that there is no figure, means how much percent of consumption of gutka is decreased. That is perception, means that is just thought. Okay, they can just figure it out, but there is no actual percent that how much consumption is decreased, how much eating gutka is decreased, and gutka and pan masala is decreased. Who said like this? Mahesh Jagde. And then, however, boundaries between Indian states are porous. See, the boundary of Maharashtra is, we can say, porous means allowing to pass through. It is allowing to pass through. And pan masala that is manufactured in other states can illegally be brought into Maharashtra by who said like this? Mr. Jagde. Now let's move on. It's written, from the other Indian states in illegal way. The pan masala and gutka is brought in the state of Maharashtra. State of Maharashtra has been, much careful and attentive about the ban of pan masala and gutka, but somehow or somewhere or in any way, from the other Indian states, the people they bring illegally in the state of Maharashtra. It is said by Mahesh Jagde, who is the commissioner of the Food and Drug Administration in Maharashtra. The Maharashtra FDA. Okay, in Maharashtra, the FDA means that Food and Drug Administration. Okay, so Maharashtra's Food and Drug Administration must also submit a report to the state government each year. FDA of Maharashtra government submits the reports each year to whom? To the state government of Maharashtra, and each time they renew the section. Why? To ban the pan masala, because this is it because it is a ban under a different section of the FSSA. Okay, because food and that FSSA full form we have seen. FSSA, the full form we have seen, Safety and Standard Act of 2011, Food and Safety Standard Act that we have seen. So under Food and Safety Standard Act, there are different sections. So FDA, Food and Drug Administration Department, they have to submit the report to the state government each year to renew the section under FSSA. Then the one that bans gutka, so that they may be able to ban the gutka. Why they are trying to ban gutka and pan masala? Let's see. Pan masala has addictive and carcinogenic properties itself, but it is prohibited because its magnesium carbonate content is above amount of magnesium carbonate is above the permissive level. See, pan masala and gutka. Here is mention about pan masala, that pan masala has substance. Addictive means some who chew it or consume it, they become addictive or it become their habit. So pan masala contains addictive substance like carcinogenic substance or properties, and it also contains magnesium carbonate, which is prohibited to use in edible substance. And only if it is not above the permissive level. But in pan masala and gutka, the magnesium carbonate is above permissive level, so the food commissioner has or FDA, they submit the report every year, so that they may make the new rules and laws for under the FSSA. Magnesium carbonate is above the permissive level, so that the state ban on pan masala is up to renewal on July 19. Each year the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, they submit the result report under FSSA, because there are different sections under FSSA, so that FDA has to submit each year the new report. They examine how much percent of magnesium carbonate is used in the edible substance. If it is above the permissive level, then they ban the gutka and pan masala. Move on. Many children are as young as 12 who first exposed to gutka as pan masala. Many children who are under 12 years, when they first eat the gutka and pan masala, they think that it is not the harmful substance, and they do not know anything about what effect it can cause to them. So they do not know what cancer is at that time. At the age of 12, they do not know what cancer is. And by the time they realize, and when the time passes away, when they continue chewing tobacco for so long, when they realize that it is bad for their health, they become addictive, they become habitual of eating it. So as I told you, that pan masala, it contains addictive substance like carcinogenic properties. So because of these properties, the people who consume it, they become habitual of it, so they cannot stop chewing tobacco. Who says like this? Mr. Chaturvedi. Move on. Once diagnosed with cancer, okay, Dr. Chaturvedi also says, once this disease is caused, or once cancer is caused to any person, even if a patient, even if a person stop chewing tobacco, the genetic damage is irreversible. Means once a person is caused cancer, and after that person stop chewing tobacco, the genetic damage is irreversible, that cannot be corrected or that cannot be reversed. Move on. Patients stream into his clinic. The patients, they come to the clinic in large number. Their faces disfigure. They look so ugly because so many operations so many times the surgeries has done on their faces, and the stitches running from their lips to their neck, and many have part or all the tongue removed, half part of the tongue or the complete tongue is removed, and can barely speak. Okay, those surgeries have taken place in the patients. They have disfigure faces, stitches running from lips to the neck, and sometimes half part or the complete tongue is removed. And when thus the people barely speak, who says like this? Dr. Chaturvedi. And like that, Pradeep Kumar Sharma, there is another person, Pradeep Kumar Sharma, and he is 52 years old, and he is a coal field worker, कोयले की खदान. Okay, so coal field worker from Madhya Pradesh, and that person is continuing consuming liquid through a tube in his nose since March. A patch of flesh, means in his body, a portion of his flesh the size of golf ball is removed or was removed from his thigh to replace cancerous cells in his cheek. And let's see the last line. He is in a lot of pain. Okay, Pradeep Sharma's wife Durga Sharma, she says he is in a lot of pain, but his children and I are in even more pain. They used to beg him to stop chew gutka, but he never listened. Mrs. Durga Sharma, she says that the children and she herself are in more pain. She herself is in more pain because all the family members, they have asked him to stop chewing tobacco, but he did not listen. So the cancer is a very dangerous and irreversible disease. Once it affects, it is impossible for those to reverse it. So I just suggest you, do not eat any gutka and pan masala which is having negative effect on the human health, because it contains arsenic, nickels, and cadmium, and carcinogenic substances, magnesium carbonate, so many such substances and things which are dangerous to human health. So do not eat the tobacco and pan masala or gutka. Thank you.